Okay, what you see here inside my very piled garage is a 2005 Suzuki C50 Custom, they called it. They sold a few of these in Canada where I live. I don't know how many they sold in the US. Here's the point. Here's what we're doing today. Gonna change the gear oil, which really is not hard to do. I figure, you know, once every 18 years or so is about right. I don't know. Check your owner's manual. I think it's like every 15,000 kilometers. I'm just being an idiot. You really shouldn't listen to me in terms of advice. All you need to know is in your owner's manual. What kind of oil, the 80-90 and the whatever and blah, 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 blah. I'm just going to show you so you've seen it. I've got my tire off. Well, I actually got my wheel off to get the tire changed, which is a really, really easy time to change gear oil precisely because there's no tire to try to keep clean. That's why I'm doing it this way. You don't have to have the tire off. It's just convenient. And this is all there is to it. There's a fill, there's a drain. Now, typically, when you're doing stuff like this, somebody told me a long time ago, pull your fill plug first. Only because if it doesn't come out, you don't want to not have oil in it. Because, you know, then you get a bigger problem. So I'm going to pull the fuel plug. I'm going to pull the drain plug. I'm going to let it all drain out. I'm going to put this back in. I'm going to fill it up. And I think the manuals say just, you know, till it's full. So, you know, till it starts getting everywhere. And then we're good. Put it back in. All right, my fill plug came out just like butter, which is great. We're going to clean it up. There's also an O-ring right there that you're not going to want to drop in the dirt. Now we're going for the drain plug. This was a 17. My guess is that's a 21, but I haven't checked yet. All right, that was a 21. I've never done this before. That's why you shouldn't listen to some random guy on the internet, because we're learning this together. But if it makes you laugh, it's worth some. But I expect to find a used up crush washer that I'll need to switch, and a big mess of oil about to hit my hands. And it's better if you do this warm, it really is. But, you know, I bought enough oil that I can change it twice, so I'm really not that worried about it. Oh, it actually looks pretty good. Just check out the plug. There's a little bit of gunk right there, but not a lot. I'm gonna, you know, examine that because I want to know what's going on, but that's not bad. There's 38, almost 39,000 kilometers on this bike. I haven't owned it its whole life. I have no idea when the last time that was changed, if ever. There you have it. There is a little bit of gunk on it, you know. But otherwise, looks pretty good. Unless something goes horribly wrong, like spilling all these crush washers over the floor. I think taking the crush washer off will be the longest part. And it's usually not this hard, but there were bench vices and cutters and bars and picks, blood. Just, it was an event. Anyway, we're ready. We're gonna fill it back up. So I don't know if you've seen one of these little pumps before or not, but they're awesome and they're cheap. And AMSOIL, even though they charge you a mint for oil, does not give you the little squirt top thing, you know? So you just get yourself one of these, and I love it. I just thought I'd show you that. I don't know why. The job's done. You've seen what you need to see. I don't know why you're still listening to this guy, because I really don't know what I'm doing. And I don't make these videos to teach you what to do, because as I said, I don't really know. I make them to say, you can probably do it, you know? Like, I don't know. I just had somebody that believed in me, starting to overflow, so we're gonna call that full. And I had a few tools and I invested in a few more, and here we are. And so I make them so someday my kids will see them and say, hey, Dad figured it out. Maybe I can. If you can see them in the meantime and think, hey, that knucklehead figured it out, maybe I can, then you can do it. Maybe, I mean, I don't know you. Maybe you can't. I have no idea, but give it a shot. What do you got to lose other than, you know, really ruining something? There it is. If you care, it took about 300 milliliters. And, you know, I had some go into the tray. So I got a couple more changes there, or I'll set it aside and use it for gear oil in a boat motor or somewhere. I don't know what I'll do with it. But it doesn't even take a whole jug. Which makes a whole lot of sense because it's only that big. Okay, I wanted to show it to you with the wheel on because, you know, most of you probably aren't going to do it with the wheel off because you're going to do it right with the oil warm as opposed to wrong with it cold. But who cares? This is what it looks like with the wheel on. There you go. Everything looks the same. You just got to find a way to protect your wheel, which I didn't want to do. So, you know, I did it while my wheel was conveniently off. And this is where convention of YouTube says I should say like and subscribe. It'll help a guy out, but to be real, that's not why I make the videos. I make the videos so maybe my kids and, I don't know, some stranger will think, I could probably give that a shot. Like, if that buffoon can do it, I can probably do it. So if you are in the habit of liking and subscribing, then you do you, and maybe someday I'll hit the magic number and YouTube will send me $12 every 7 weeks or something. I have no idea. But really all I'm saying is you can probably do it. Maybe. I don't know you. I'm just a guy in a shed.